Hey techies, Anthony from HashiSnet here, and today has been something I've been procrastinating on for a while. This controller needs to be cleaned and fixed, and as you see, it's just an Xbox. One controller wired, PowerA is the brand, and it's dirty. I use it, and about after a year of having it, it basically stopped. The L shoulder button here, just the bumper stopped working. So during a test of another controller, I used this as a comparison, and magically it intermediately started working, which tells me that maybe it's not broken, it's dirty. So we're going to take it apart and we're going to clean it, which I think is the problem. Maybe it got some gunk in there. Maybe I spilled something and don't remember. Who knows? We're going to find out. But first, there is some software here that we're going to use to test the controller. Now, as you see, I'm pushing the buttons here, and everything, works. And then here's the right bumper, and now, if you're looking at the screen, sometimes it works and it doesn't. That's what tells me it's dirty. This whole time, I thought maybe it was broken, and I'd been rewriting controls to other buttons, but yeah, as you see, it's dirty. So this is what the stream's going to be, me cleaning this thing. So let me go back to changing the screen here, and we are going to go ahead and start taking apart this controller. Now, what I have with me is, I of course have my iFixit toolkit. I have some isopropyl alcohol. I have a little cup for it because try to keep as less possibly messy as possible. I have some cotton swabs. Technically, these are actually Q-tips, and I have some paper towels in case I make a mess. Graciously provided by Taco Bell, and I do have two other things. I have a flashlight because I'm going to need to see some things. And then, of course, WD-40 for contact cleaning. I hope it goes rather smoothly. So that is what we're doing today. And if you are watching this as it's done live, you can post in the chat. It's not going to show up on screen here because I'm actually going to use this as a video for the tech channel. So, as you see, it is gross on the outside. I'm not going to do something quite as fancy as what I did with a previous, what was it, the Wavebird controller, dunking it all in bits and whatever. I'm just going to hand clean this stuff. I feel like take less time, and it'll be worth the effort. So the reason why I brought the flashlight is because the screws are kind of deep in there, and they are Phillips, looks like size 1. So with that, I would use the iFixit kit and pull out that size of screw. And let's see. So we'll use this to store the screws. And we'll start at the top here. Oh, that is not a satisfying sound at all. Let me unplug that before it's still plugged into the thing. We'll stick that over there. Come on. Turn this sideways, that way I can kind of mimic where the screws go on here. There we go. Oh. This one seems like it's offset. There we go. Okay, now for the handle screws. Now, I had purchased another controller to replace this because at the time I didn't know that maybe the problem was fixable. Although I might need a longer bit to get in here. But let's see if I can still get this one out. There we go. Maybe it's just the right size. Oh. No, it's touching the screw. Hmm. There we go. To go with a chunkier bit. This is the size 3, which is weird. I shouldn't have had to do that, but here we are. It's in there. Oh, there you go. Locked it. Okay. I don't know what it is about these two here. They don't look any bigger than the other ones is. Otherwise is. There's proper grammar and everything. Okay, let's turn that off. And see if we can take the shell off. Is there any other screws? No, it looks like about it. Oh, and right off it goes. Okay, sure. Now, as I get to the process of cleaning this, I will, of course, play some music, so you don't have to hear me ramble as I do this. But for this few seconds more while of doing this, here's the motors. Okay, here is the jack port. Yeah. Okay, let's try not to break this, I guess. Is it screwed into the board? No, it looks like everything was being held together by the external. Really? Hold on, what is going on here? Let's put this back. Put this back just so I can see what is going on here. Okay, it feels like there's something holding it there. And I'm not seeing any more screws. You look around here. Something going on here, so clearly something is in the way there. Is that glue or something? Okay. So let's see. So you can see the type of triggers these are. I have a feeling this is glued down. It's like a little... This is so glued it down. Although the way it looks like it, well, it looks like they, is that epoxy? it looks like they might have screwed down, or sorry, glued the controls to the board. Because I see I don't know how well you can see it, but there is, looks like a little, that here, that might be actually string from glue. Which really sucks. It'd be nice to be able to fix this. So I guess we'll do the best we can. There's a board attached here. Actually, maybe that's what's holding it down. So let's see if we can undo this board. Because it might be one thing on top of another thing. I don't want to force it, because if I break it and then... yeah, it's pulling the whole thing. Okay, so there goes that approach. The question is, how do I clean? I thought it was interesting the way that works. How do I clean it? Let's put these back real quick. Okay. Trying to see if there's any... Yeah, because, I mean, you look, this board is connected to the stick here. And... looks like I pulled it slightly. But I don't want to break it. Oh. Oh, I see there might be clips. Oh, and I don't see where they are, so I can't... That and being glued don't help. So I'm going to try a little bit of the contact cleaner. And then plug it back in and see if that fixes the intermediate problem. Because it looks like it's just like a little bit of contact here. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me put a... Just put a little bit of the paper towel under here. Because, I mean, if that solves the problem, I'm going to put it together and just clean the controller. Let's make sure everything is back where it's supposed to be here. Okay, so let's plug it back in and see if that did anything. So give me 1 sec. Alrighty, so let's see. And it was just that easy. Let's make sure everything else is still good. I think I'm going to run a little bit more on this one. These are actually smooth as butter, but I think as you see, it's now working every time. Although you can see the differential is about as half as good as the other. So I might be prone to failure later thing. So let me disconnect this, and we're gonna just quickly spray in the other one here just to cover our bases. That way I can say that I did. I mean, because audibly, I don't know if that's a word, they sound like they're doing the same thing. So let's plug this back in and see if we get any difference. Actually, the other one was dirty too. Look at that. But now they're fully connecting. So we can move on to the cleaning part. So let's reassemble this controller. And, well, actually, we're going to clean around the edges here before we assemble it. But let's get to that. So in the meantime, play some music. Enjoy. If you have a comment, please post in the chat. I will not appear on screen. I will respond when I look up. But yeah, I think we're good to go. it looks like we might have traded off some functionality for one bumper for the other, so this one needs a little bit more cleaning. Okay, so it looks like it just a little something got in there. It looks like it's working now. Let's put it back together and see if we can get the same result. I wanted to make sure I didn't mess anything else up. But it looks like we're good to go, so we can clean this, put it together and clean it up. So before I get too much further, I'm going to do another test. Make sure that now that I've screwed the main body together, it's still working and the rumble motors are working. And just a notice, the tester will only work if your live screen or active screen is the tester browser page. So you saw earlier it didn't work. That's why, because I wasn't focused on it. Okay, so first again, let's try the rumble motors. Okay, the right one works. Try the left one. Yeah, they both work. Okay. So okay, let's get back to cleaning. So I did decide to go with the size 3 Phillips. It just seemed to grab the screws better. But anyway, I had to forget to focus on the correct screen here. Just making sure that there you go. Okay, that when I screwed it in, nothing got caught or anything, and it's all still working. So now we can finally get to the cleaning the top part. Now I realize cleaning the thumbsticks is probably a lost cause, because I mean it's my controller, so obviously it's my gunk, but they're kind of stained, and I don't know. I'm gonna try one thing and see if this works. If not, and then the sticks are the way they are. But as soon as oh, actually maybe that does work. Let's give it a try on this one here. A little bit of rubber come off or something. Yeah, barely anything. Okay, let's clean the residue that did come off. I mean, it's markedly better. So let's make sure it still works, because otherwise I think we're pretty much done with this. Let's just a once over, make sure we got everything. Yeah, that looks good. Let's plug it in and see what we get. So, it looks like its controller is fixed. It's clean. It smells like WD-40, so hey, bonus. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun doodad. Oh, I don't like that ending.